Achieving a 100% perfect playthrough in Agarest Generations of War can be incredibly daunting at first looks, because of the visual novel style with choices you make affecting everything. And of course, if you want to enjoy post-game, you do need to get the true ending. However, I'm going to be breaking this down for each of the 5 generations and show you how to get all heroines to level 5 love values, which bride you need to pick at the end of each generation to ensure you have the best final party possible, and of course, how to unlock everything. So, let's start, shall we? Firstly, decide if you want to use the DLC or not. I would suggest having it on just so you have it for post-game, as you cannot retroactively add the DLC to an already made save. Dumb idea, I know. Next, make sure you select hard mode. Half of the post-game is only available on this difficulty, and of course, we want to do it all in one go. Then start the game. And this is where rule number 1 comes in for the true ending. We need to complete the game in less than 500 turns as a requirement. This means no matter what, do not fight multiple encounters on the same spot on the world map. If you want to do grinding, do it in exploration points, as that will not increase the turn counter. Now, let's go through all the requirements and events in Generation 1 and what choices you should make on those events. Firstly, at the location Mimas, Furia joins the party. She will start at Love Rank 2 and there are no choices to make here. You will, however, unlock a CGI in the gallery. Next up, at Zalzagon Fort, you will have to fight a battle against Zerva and Winfield. What you must do in this fight is do not KO Zerva. Once you kill Winfield, the fight will automatically end. The reason for this is if you kill Zerva, Furia's love rate will decrease, and we do not want that to happen. Next up, there is a second event in Zalzagon Fort where you have a conversation with Zerva and you have to choose which path to take to Regulus. This is the first optional choice we have to make, and the choice you want to choose is the first option. Next up, we want to move over to Kushina Valley. This is where Luana joins the party. She will start as level 3 love value, and once again, there is no choice selection to make. Next up is Regulus, where you make a deal with Gunther. For this option, you want to choose the second conversation option, and this will increase your counter more towards the light, and it will also increase your relationship values with Furia and Luana. Next up is another event in Regulus. This is just a simple conversation event. Leo buys a doll for Furia. However, you have to see this event before turn 40. After turn 40, this event will disappear and you will not be able to get it. This increases Furia's relationship value. Next up is another event in Regulus, where Luana takes Leo to her bedroom. For this one, the requirement is you are not allowed to be in dark mode down in the bottom left-hand side of the conversation screen. You will unlock a little bit more relationship value for Luana, and this increases her to level 4 relationship value. Next up is Kalkis. Now, depending on the version you are playing, whether it is EU or US, the name will be spelt slightly different here, however it is still read basically the same way. And for this event, Furia and Luana will flirt with Leo. For the actual conversation choice, you must choose the first option. This will move you a little more towards the dark path, but it will increase Furia's and Luana's relationship value. Then we have another event in Kalkis, where Luana's clothes don't fit. In order to actually get this event though and unlock the CGI that it unlocks, you have to see this event before turn 40, and you are not allowed to be in the light mode on the color graph. Also, you must have Luana at least level 3 relationship value. Next up, we have the Managua Plain North. This is where Winfield thanks the party for saving them, and you have to choose a path back to Regulus. For this one, you want the second option during the conversation. Then you will go to Herval Pass, or Harval Pass if you're playing the US version, and once again you have to choose which path to take to Regulus, and again it is the second option. Then there is another event at Herval Pass where Leo helps Luana or Furia at the camp. You want to choose the second option here, which is choosing Furia. This will also immediately lead into the next event where Leo will talk to Furia at the camp. This one is another multiple choice question. You need to choose the third option here, and this way you'll get even more Furia love value, and she will be all the way at level 5 relationship value. Next up, we are going to Requiem Pass. This is where you meet up with Elaine, and you have to choose a course of action. This is where Elaine will be added to the love counter, but you must choose the second option. You will lose some love value with Furia, but that is perfectly fine. It makes Elaine start at a higher love rate. Then in Foothill Town, you have to choose what Elaine should do at Modus Gate. For this one, you want to choose the first option. You will again lose love value with Furia, but you will gain it with Luana and Elaine. So right now, Furia and Luana are both at 4 for love values, and Elaine is at 5. Next up, we have the Trocia Highland. This is where Elaine's cooking makes Leonhardt sick. This is just a normal event. You don't need to choose anything here or anything like that. It is just a normal cutscene for you to enjoy. Next up, we are once again at Zalzagun Fort, where you have to choose a path to go to the Gridmus capital. For this one, you want to choose the third option. Furia and Elaine will lose love value here, however, Luana will gain a bonus. Then you are going to go to the Garana Wildland, where you have to choose who to talk to. Just like previously, this is an event that will lead directly into the next one. So you want to choose the second option. Basically, we want to choose Furia again. Then, in the Fumaville Lake North Coast, Leo talks to Furia by the lake. And for this one, you want to choose the first conversation option. Then we have another event at Fumaville Lake, where Luana actually gives Furia a massage. Now, for this one, you have to get here before turn 63. Furia must be at a level 5 relationship value, and Luana has to be at level 4. This will also unlock a CGI in the gallery. Next up, we have Gurima Way North, or Grimoire Way North if you're playing the US version, and this is the Hot Springs event. In order to get this event, you have to get here before turn 90, and all 3 heroines have to be at least level 4 on the relationship value. The choice you have to make in the conversation is the first option. You will get a little bit more dark on the, on the index. Furia and Elaine will lose some relationship value. Luana will, however, gain a bonus, and you will unlock a few CGIs for this. Now, we have the next Gurima Way, which is Gurima Way South, or Grimoire Way South for the US, and this is probably one of the most important events in each of the generations. This is the love rate adjustments. This is a long conversation where you will have to answer multiple questions in the same event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the options out. However, I am also going to put them on text on screen as well. You want to choose option 1, 1, 1. Then you want to choose option 2, then option 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, and finally option 1. What this will do is this will increase Furia and Elaine to level 5 love values. Luana will, however, still be at level 4, but that is fine. We are going to increase her to level 5 in the next event at Gridmus Capital. where Melchior makes a proposition to Leo. For this conversation, you want to choose the second option, which will lower Furia and Elaine's love value. However, they are still at level 5, and it will also upgrade Luana to level 5 as well. So now you have all 5 heroines at level 5 relationship value. Before you go to the giant crystal in the middle of the island continent though, you want to go to Fortil Town for an event where Elaine is drunk and hot. In order to get this, you must be here before turn 100, not dark, and Elaine must be at level 5 relationship value. This will give you a CG unlock. After that, there is another event in Kalkis where Alice eats ice cream. For this one, again, you have to be there before turn 100, you must be in light mode, and all heroines have to be at level 5 relationship value. This will unlock another CGI as well. Next up, we are completely done with Generation 1 now, so you want to go to the giant crystal in the basically middle of the continent, and this is where you are going to choose your bride. Now, you can go to any town and use the horoscope to see what your next generation hero is going to be with one of the 3 brides. However, if you want the absolute best final party possible, you must choose Furia here, okay? Furia is the most balanced option for the final party and will create a Ladius, which is a sword user with good agility and good strength. However, if you want to go for your own party, that's perfectly fine. Bride choices do not impact true end or anything like that. This is simply if you want the absolute best of the best final party. But that is going to be it for Generation 1, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope it's helped. If it has, be sure to smash that like button, and of course, drop a comment down below. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more content. As always though, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.